All right. Good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here with Name My Virtues. I'm getting more and more used to this YouTube live, and hopefully we can get some things worked out with Facebook too. So today, the word that came up for us was loyalty. And I'm so excited to read this because I think loyalty is just one of those things that we appreciate in in our friends and family and such. So let's read the description first, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Loyalty is unwavering commitment to the people and ideas that we care about. We are steadfast through good times and bad. Even when others disappoint us, we are resilient and forgiving. We invest in our relationships and do what it takes to keep them whole and strong. We stand by our true friends, whatever the cost. We don't allow blind loyalty to lead us into trouble. Above all, we must be true to ourselves and loyal to what we know is right. So, of course, as I look at this, I would just say that probably the two things that stand out to me the strongest is the being true to ourselves and loyalty to what we know is right, along with loyalty to our family. And and I think this is one of those areas where e- um, loyalty to our family supposedly comes very easily, but we don't always show our commitment to them with the same sort of love and devotion that we might to people that we're not intimate with, that we're not outside of our closest circle of influence, and we may not be as willing to forgive certain things. We may look at and have expectations of our partners and our children that are beyond what they're capable of giving. So I know that's been a thing that I've had to think about in the past, and whether I'm willing to stand by, let's say, bad situations. And I'll say there have been times when I've done that very well and very long time, and there's been other times when maybe I could have done a better job. In fact, I know I could have done a better job. So as I look at this word loyalty, I'm looking at it from the viewpoint of being true to myself. What is it that I stand for? What is it that I have as far as expectations in myself? And and how can I stick with those things? And one of the biggest things is forgiveness, right? It's not expecting our mates and our children to be perfect. It's recognizing that each person is unique, and each person is has their own set of values and their own virtues that are strong, and those that are weak, and those that are out of balance, maybe overdeveloped or underdeveloped. But we when we make this commitment to someone, and we make a commitment, I personally believe that that's something that we need to figure out. And one of the best ways I think of doing that, anyway, something that I've found to be helpful is not putting expectations on other people that are not theirs. And so, how do we do that? I'm thinking there's so many divorces in this world today. There's so many breakups. There's so many people that just get so angry that they are abusive and they do bad things to other people. And I think that before going into a relationship, we must be very clear. We must practice that first C of clarity that we talk about in the four C's of successful families. We must practice that clarity uh, part of it and really understand what it is that we believe. Who are we, right? And who is this other person? And where do the things meld together so that we can share some of the same, that we share some of the same values, and that would just make our loyalty that much easier. It's something I'll probably go into a lot more time goes on. But it's one of those things that I think that every family should sit down and decide. Who are we as a family? What do we stand for? What is it that we want to be known for? What are the values that we have and the virtues that we hold at the highest esteem and that we're going to live by no matter what? The principles that we're going to live by no matter what. No matter what the peer pressure is, no matter what others say about us, no matter what is more convenient for us at any given time, but we're going to be loyal to those things. How do we teach our kids that? Certainly by role modeling it first, being loyal to principles and loyal to our family mission and vision, being loyal to each other, standing up for each other, being there during those bad times for them, and not to tell them what to do, but being there to companion them. And we'll talk about companioning in more detail in our classes for parents on the virtues and the 5 strategies of the Virtues Project. But companioning is a big deal in being able to be loyal. And so we help our kids to feel good about themselves, to raise their self-esteem by allowing them forgiveness and allowing them the opportunity to figure out, and solving problems together, brainstorming together and solving problems together as a family. All of those things play into loyalty. And so that's how I'm thinking about it today. And I'm going to practice it by really focusing on making sure that I stand up for what I believe. And yet at the same time, I'm willing to be forgiving and have empathy and compassion for those around me, especially family members. All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. And tomorrow we look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, keep practicing the 4 C's of successful families. And they are clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time, bye.